I finally got my replacement gas tank. When I saw it on eBay, I was amazed that it was in Fort Worth, as that's where I live. You know, I'm like, hey, maybe it'll show up quick, or maybe I can go get it or something, but this seller was just so determined not to check his email, ever. And, I checked his feedback score and everything. It turns out a lot of people just never get what they paid for because he doesn't ever check to see if anybody bought anything. So I had to go all the way over to Killer Motorsports, which is like a 45-minute drive. I had to pay someone to drive me down there. But it's a newly stamped reproduction tank. Doesn't come with the emblems. Came with this weird locking gas cap. Takes a key. The original gas cap won't fit, so I'm kind of ticked off about that. I made a strap for it. It's just temporary until I can buy one. Strip her inner tube, just pulled real tight around a couple times and snapped over the peg. I had to lower the coil because the tank wouldn't clear it, even though it's got a stamped out section 4 one. It's not stamped out as far as the originals. The top of the tank is just perfect reproduction except for the filler neck, which is just a little bigger around, but it's nicely painted. Once I get the emblems on there, it'd be hard to tell the difference. I got the heat shield. I'm going to buy the lower heat shield next. I finally got the dip worked out of the seat here. It had a dip in it from foam being too old. I added more foam up top and actually made it come to a point. As you can see, it runs really well now. Starts up every time. Still have to strip all the original paint off, which is something I didn't necessarily want to do, but I'm gonna have to because it's still hideous. You can still see some of the newer coats of paint just all over it. It looks terrible. All the dents are out of the fenders. They're dirty though. I've been riding this thing. Just checked the mail with it. I should be having the front brake setup come in today. I'll have this whole piece. It'll have the actuator that comes off of it. I've already got the cable. And I'm getting the new hand grips and the brake levers. So the only thing the new old stock brake cable did not come with, and I'm kind of pissed off about it, is it doesn't come with the cable tensioner. This little nut that has a little skinny bar coming out of the back of it. So I'm gonna have to improvise or something, put a spacer and just a regular nut. I'll cut a piece of pipe and round it off so it works the same, but it's just not the right part. I'm gonna replace this rear brake cable, which is original, but all the shrouding is eating off of it and it's bumping up against the tank. It's gonna end up ruining the paint. But I mean, it still works. That's not a bad seat cover. Still gotta take the exhaust off and polish all that out. Got dust all over it, and when I was stripping the paint off with a toothbrush and a can of Behrman's, just brushing all the old or the newer layers of paint off, it kind of re-hardened on the muffler a little bit. More Behrmans will eat that off. I found out last night the Kickstart Shaft does still work. I put a good set of vice grips on it and kicked it over a couple times. It didn't miss a beat, so I gotta work on replacing this. That's the big item. That's the big deal. I put a kill switch on it finally, so I don't just have to wait for it to run out of gas to turn it off. The oil, it's not burning oil at all. It's not smoking. It's staying very, very clean. I stopped all the oil leaks, which were coming from under the top cap, bottom cap, and the rocker cover, which I went to Pet Boys, bought a roll of gasket maker, just the real good stuff, and I cut professional gaskets. Just they look brand new and they don't leak. Well, let me know what you think of the progress so far. It's come a long way since the scrap heap it came out of. It was nasty looking. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments box below. And thanks for watching.